Hey guys, we need to talk about Threads. In the past 24 hours, social media has really just been flipped on its head by the kind of surprise arrival of Instagram's new social media platform, Threads. Now, I'm sure there was actually some build up to this app and it didn't genuinely just come out of nowhere, but I didn't know it was coming. And I think that's the case with a lot of other people as well. They had no idea this app was being released. And so Wednesday evening, when this app actually dropped, social media went crazy. And honestly, it was a really fun few hours just experiencing the launch of this new social media platform and connecting with new creators in completely different ways than I ever had before on a completely new platform. I was genuinely in bed, getting ready to go to sleep, and I was like, you know what, let's just go ahead and log onto this app, see what this is all about. And I definitely got sucked in, started talking to other people, posting stuff, just having conversations, and just spent far too many hours just enjoying this new experience with a bunch of other people who were also going through the same experience. It was genuinely a really fun time, and just being able to connect with a bunch of different people I hadn't connected with before, being able to follow along with a bunch of new creators and their journeys, and share some of my own stuff and just be unfiltered and raw and real on the platform. It was a really, really fun few hours. Now it's the next morning and I'm looking back at this app and just kind of wondering in my own heart, is Threads the future of social media? Is this the future for creators? What does this all mean? And so I just want to chat about that today, just share some of my genuine thoughts on this new social media platform. Is this the future for creators? What's my role going to be in the Threads social media world? Let's just chat about Threads. So for anyone who doesn't actually know, Threads is effectively Instagram's response to Twitter. It's a very Twitter-esque style newsfeed where you just can post text content, you can post photos, you can post links and stuff, but very, very Twitter style where you can repost, you can respond, and it feels very, very similar to Twitter, but with just a more minimal, clean, aesthetic interface. Now, there's a few things that aren't included on Threads, like hashtagging, direct messages, even a feed where you can just look at the people that you're following. In fact, nobody can actually see who other people are following. But for all intents and purposes, Threads is effectively just Instagram's response to Twitter. So then that begs the question, why all the hype around Threads if there already is a fully functioning site called Twitter that has already existed for years now and has tons of people on it? Why are all of a sudden all these people flocking to Threads when Twitter is already a thing? And I think the answer to this comes back to the experience that I had along with a bunch of other creatives last night when this app actually launched. I downloaded this app just kind of on a whim. I saw someone post an Instagram story and was like, oh, I'll check it out. And I had no expectations. And I think that was the key. I entered the platform with no expectations, no desire to make money from this app, no desire to get clients from this app, not even a persona that I was trying to put on. It was just a genuine, hey, what's up guys? How's it going? This new app is kind of interesting. Let's share some stuff. Let's talk to some people. And I think a lot of other people joined Threads with the exact same intentions. One of the interesting things about the Threads platform is that the newsfeed is completely algorithmic. There's no ability to filter just by people you're following or by specific subjects. You're only going to be given what Threads thinks you want to see, and so it's going to introduce you to a bunch of new people that you've never met. So then if you combine that algorithmic newsfeed with the completely unfiltered, raw, authentic, organic approach that people seemed to be throwing at this app, you had a bunch of different people being super real, super honest, just having a really good time, showcasing their genuine personalities, and everyone was like, oh, I want to follow this person. They seem super fun. They're not putting on a show. Let's follow this person. Let's engage with this work. People were sharing work they had never shared on any other social media platform. People were responding to that, engaging with it, sharing their own work. It was a really, really fun experience because everyone was being super authentic, coming with no expectations, and the app itself was effectively just creating introductions with people you've never actually met before, which is a really fun experience. And I think that's what's super fun right now about Threads is that there's no expectation. There's no status quo you have to keep. There's no persona you have to have when you get on the app. People are just being raw and real, and that's what people want to see in general, and so people are super attracted to that. So then that begs the question, is Threads the future of social media? If there's so much hype, if it's such a great platform, if people are being so raw and real on it, is Threads the actual future of social media? Now, obviously, I can't know this. I don't know the future. I don't know what things are going to look like down the road, but I would say I'm wishful, but I'm not hopeful. As much as I would love this organic, raw, authentic experience to be the future of social media, as much as I would genuinely love to just connect with tons of different people across the world who are just sharing their content, sharing their thoughts honestly and authentically, the realist in me goes, I think that's a little bit naive. Unfortunately, the world functions on money, and as soon as companies and businesses and even creators who are trying to sell products start realizing that this is a new platform they can share that product on, share their brand on, people are going to start flocking to the platform and start trying to sell products and sell services and sell their work. Combine that with the fact that Threads is owned by Instagram and Facebook. those companies are for-profit companies. They have to make money and they want to make money. And so I fully expect to start seeing ads, sponsored posts, all that kind of stuff start appearing in the newsfeed at some time. So is Threads the future of social media in a completely new and organic way? I honestly don't think so. I think right now we're in a really beautiful season where it feels organic, it feels fresh, people are being authentic and don't feel like they have to have a persona online. But once people start growing in their follower counts and feel like they have to continue their persona, once brands start posting content, once companies start actually posting ads and all that kind of stuff, I think the platform is definitely going to turn back into just a typical social media platform with just maybe a different UI and a different aesthetic interface. So what does this all mean for creators? I think right now Threads is a really fun platform to be on. People who are on this platform seem to be there for the right reasons. They're not trying to sell stuff. They're not trying to advertise things. They're not trying to put on a specific persona. They're just genuinely there to share their work, show their personalities, and engage and connect with other people, which is, I think, the best way to be on social media. Now, like I said, will this change in the future? I think it probably will. But the beauty is we don't know how long it's going to take for that to actually happen. So if you're a creator right now and you want to just share your work authentically, if you want to share it in a way that's uncompressed and beautiful, because the photos that you post on Threads, the videos you post on Threads look honestly incredible. The interface is streamlined and beautiful, and it's a great place to show your work in a really sleek, minimal way. I think Threads is a fantastic place to be as a creator right now. Now, do I think in the future the feed will become overwhelmed by people selling things and by ads and sponsored posts and all that kind of stuff? Yeah, I do. But for right now, it's a really fun platform. I'm personally enjoying being on it and connecting with other people. The fact that my feed is introducing me to creators all over the world that I've never actually interacted with, and people are interacting with each other regardless of follower count or perceived esteem or anything like that, is really, really refreshing. It's a fun platform. It's a really enjoyable platform. And if you haven't checked it out, absolutely do so. One of the things I think the release of this new social media platform has done is just shown that creatives just genuinely want to connect with other creatives. When there's no expectation, when there's no persona you have to put on, people just genuinely want to connect and enjoy other people's work. And I think joining this platform and actually engaging with other people and being authentic with sharing your work while you still can is a fantastic place to be. So is Threads the future of social media? I don't think so, but it's genuinely a beautiful place to be right now in this moment. If you haven't jumped on that, absolutely do so. Share your work, be authentic, and hopefully this platform will last in the state that it's in for a long time into the future. All right, that's it for me. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.